Let me warn you about something that's about to hit a lot of people. Prices are about to jump again. And the crazy part is, most people won't understand why. They'll walk into the store, look at the price tag, and think, wait, wasn't inflation going down? Didn't they say the economy is getting better? Why is everything expensive again? And this is where the trap happens. Because when prices jump, people don't just lose money, they lose confidence. They start making panic decisions, buying things at the worst time, going into debt to keep up, giving up on saving, feeling like the system is rigged. So today, I'm going to explain exactly what's coming next, not in a boring way, in a way you can actually understand. Because by the end of this video, you'll know why prices can jump even if inflation falls, how tariffs and global trade affect your everyday life, why companies raise prices even when costs drop, what goods get hit first, what this means for your paycheck, and how to protect your money before it happens. This is MacroEcho. Let's talk about why prices are about to jump again. First, we have to kill the biggest misunderstanding in the world. When people hear inflation is down, they think prices are going down. But that's not what it means. Inflation going down means prices are still rising, just slower. So imagine prices jump hard for 3 years. Then inflation slows. Prices don't fall, they just rise more slowly at a higher level. That's why life still feels expensive. It's like getting punched in the face, then someone says, "Don't worry, the punches are softer now." You're still getting hit. So even if inflation is cooling, your wallet still feels hot. And now, here's the scary part. Even if inflation is lower, prices can jump again. Because inflation doesn't move in a straight line, it comes in waves. And we might be entering another wave. Part 2. The real reason prices jump. Cost shocks. Prices jump when something in the system gets more expensive. These are called cost shocks. And cost shocks can come from oil and energy, shipping and supply chains, labor shortages, wars and global tension, interest rates, tariffs and trade policies. And right now, one of the biggest price jump triggers is back on the table: tariffs. And tariffs are one of the most misunderstood things ever. People think tariffs punish other countries, but in reality, a tariff is basically a tax on imports. And when you tax imports, the cost gets passed down the chain to you. So if tariffs increase, prices increase. Not instantly everywhere, but slowly, then suddenly. Let me explain this in the simplest way possible. Imagine a company sells a product in America. They import it from another country. If the government adds a tariff, the company pays extra to bring it in. Now the company has 3 choices. Option 1, eat the cost. This means they lose profit. Most companies don't want to do that. Option 2, raise prices. This is the most common move. They pass the cost to you. Option 3, switch suppliers. Sounds easy, but it's not. Switching suppliers takes time, money, contracts, and new factories. So what happens in real life? Most companies raise prices first. Then later they adjust supply chains. So tariffs hit like this. Phase 1, prices go up. Phase 2, companies reorganize. Phase 3, prices stay high anyway. And that's why tariffs are so powerful. Because even if the tariff goes away later, companies don't always drop prices back down. Once a price goes up, it likes to stay up. Now let's talk about what you'll feel first, because price jumps don't hit everything equally. Here are the categories that usually get hit first.
Electronics. Phones, laptops, TVs, accessories, parts. Even if you don't buy a new phone, electronics prices affect everything behind the scenes. Cars and car parts. This is huge. Cars are basically computers on wheels now. They need parts from everywhere. If tariffs hit parts, repair costs go up, insurance goes up, car prices go up. Clothing and shoes. A lot of clothing is imported, so even basic items can rise. Household goods, furniture, kitchen items, tools. Food packaging and supplies. Even if the food is grown here, the packaging and transportation costs matter. And here's the important part. Even if you don't buy these things every day, these costs spread into the whole economy because businesses use these items too. So businesses raise prices across the board. That's how inflation spreads. Now here's something people hate hearing, but it's true. Companies don't raise prices just because they have to. They raise prices because they can. If customers keep buying, prices stay up. And once people accept a new price, it becomes normal. So even when costs fall, companies often don't lower prices. They just keep the difference as profit. That's why you'll see stuff like gas prices fall a little, but groceries stay high. Shipping gets cheaper, but the price tag stays the same because companies learn something. People complain, but they still pay. And this creates a new economy where prices go up fast and come down slow. That's why price jumps are so painful, because the jump is instant, but the relief takes forever. Now let's connect this to real life. Price jumps hurt more now than they used to because people don't have margin anymore. Your margin is the money left after bills. And in 2026, bills are already heavy. Rent, car insurance, debt, groceries, utilities. So when prices jump again, it's not a small inconvenience, it's a financial emergency. If you had $400 left at the end of the month and prices rise, now you have $100 left. Now one problem breaks you. That's why people feel like they're drowning, not because they're lazy, because the system removed their breathing room. And when people lose breathing room, they do two things. They panic spend and they go into debt. That's the trap. Now here's the part that hits hardest. When prices jump, your paycheck doesn't jump with it. Wages move slowly, prices move fast, so your real income drops even if your pay stays the same. That's called a loss in purchasing power, and it feels like this. You work the same hours, but your life gets smaller. You buy less, you save less, you stress more, and you wonder, how am I falling behind even though I'm doing everything right? Because the economy is changing faster than your income. Now let's talk about how to win, not panic, win. Here are 6 moves that protect you when prices jump. 1. Stock up on what you already buy, not in a crazy doomsday way, but smart. If you buy certain household items every month and you see prices rising, buy a little extra now, because inflation rewards early buyers. 2. Kill high-interest debt ASAP. If prices jump, debt becomes harder to escape. Interest doesn't care about your feelings, so if you have credit card debt, this is your warning sign. 3. Focus on fixed costs. The goal isn't to cut fun first. The goal is to reduce your biggest bills: housing, car payment, insurance, subscriptions you don't use, debt. Fixed costs decide your freedom. 4. Increase income in chunks. This is the ultimate protection. The best inflation hedge is a higher income. Look for job switching, overtime, skill upgrades, side income, digital income. Even $300 to $500 more a month changes everything.
5. Don't get emotionally tricked. When prices jump, people do dumb things. They panic buy, they go into debt, they give up investing. But the winners stay calm. The winners understand cycles. 6. Build something that grows. In 2026, wages alone are fragile. You need something that grows. Investments, business, YouTube channel, skills, side income, ownership is protection. So yes, prices are about to jump again, and most people won't understand why. They'll blame stores, they'll blame greed, they'll blame everything except the real system. Cost shocks, plus tariffs, plus supply chains, plus pricing power. But now you know, and when you know, you can prepare. You can protect your money. You can avoid panic, and you can win the next wave. This is MacroEcho. If you want more videos that explain the economy in a way that actually helps your money, subscribe and comment below. What's gotten the most expensive for you lately? Groceries, rent, gas, or something else? I'll see you in the next one.